Hey, good morning everybody, it's Bobby, and today I want to talk about what you can do when you find yourself in this unenviable position of having a shot where you simply can't play it. You're looking at it and you're saying, this ball is unplayable, what are my options? I'll go through all three, but before that, I want you to know that it's up to you to determine if your ball is unplayable or not. The only exception to that is if you're behind the red stakes or the yellow stakes in some penalty area, but beyond that, you don't have to justify your reasoning to anybody else. If you deem it unplayable, it's unplayable, but the question is, which one of the three options are you going to choose? Now, I'm going to start with what I would consider to be the most fortuitous way of being able to handle this. This option is not always available, but in this situation it is. And that is where I simply take 2 club lengths from this spot. And what am I going to do? I'm going to put a tee in the ground where that ball rests so that I can remember it, because it's from there that I'm going to go out 2 club lengths, no closer to the hole. Now, the hole is that way today. So I'm going to come on this side of the tree so that I have a little room to swing. If I go over on this side, I might hit the tree. But over here, I've got a little bit better angle. If I drop from knee height and that ball stays within those 2 club spokes, then that ball's live and I'm ready to hit it. And that is option number 1. Again, the first option is at a cost of 1 stroke, moving out 2 club lengths, no closer to the hole. Let's talk about situation number 2. Okay, so let's talk about scenario number 2. Now, I'm not sure if you can see me in this shady area, but I can tell you, I can see my ball is unplayable. It's deep underneath those branches and there's no way I can get to it. And even if I took 2 club lengths, like in scenario number 1, it's still not going to get me out. What is another option for a guy who finds himself in this situation? It is very simply this, option number 2. I can mark where that ball is and take the ball and start walking directly away from the flagstick. In other words, keeping the spot where the ball rests unplayable between myself and the flagstick as I go as far back as I want to go. Now, it might be 20 feet, it might be 20 yards, or 50 feet, or 50 yards, or however far it is. Once I get to the point where I say, you know what, I can kind of get around this stuff now, that's where I drop. I drop it from knee height, and as long as that ball doesn't bounce around more than 1 club length, even if it's closer to the hole, then that ball is live and I'm ready to play it. That's a wonderful option. It does cost you a little bit more distance, and it also costs you a shot. And so that's option number 2. Go as far back on the line, keeping that spot where the ball rests unplayable between yourself and the flagstick, and drop it where you wish. What if you don't have any room though? What if there's no room to go back here? What if walking on this line, you find just more woods, more unplayable stuff, or out of bounds stakes, or a waterfall? What do? Well, that's when you're forced into taking option number 3. And what does that mean? That means you got to go back to the place you hit it from that got you here. And if that was the tee shot, say that was the first shot you hit on the hole, now you're going to go back there and hit your 3rd shot. And it's equivalent to what would have happened if you lost the ball or hit a ball out of bounds. And so those are the 3 options. Number 1, do it within 2 club lengths, no closer to the hole. Number 2, go as far back on the line, keeping the spot where the ball was found unplayable between yourself and the flagstick for the next shot. And then number 3, simply re-teeing or going back to the spot that you played the last shot from. And I do want you to know before I conclude here that I'll do another one on the peculiarities that result from taking an unplayable lie in the bunker. There's an eventuality that might be considered that I don't want to go into because I don't like to make these videos too long. But 99% of the time, when you find yourself in an unplayable lie, what we covered here today will cover you. All right, I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.